Hey everybody, we begin on our flight from Edmonton to Paris. That wasn't Edmonton to Paris. Went Edmonton to Heathrow to somewhere else and big mess. But landed in Paris, survived, and here we go.
Bonjour from Gay Paris. Little tour of our apartment. We have our front door locks, three of them, and they turn different directions, so that really screwed us up last night. We have our bathroom with the shower and the washing machine. The shower is quite small. And we go into the kitchen. Gas stove, little fridge, up 2 killer steps into the living room where we've already made a mess. The little window that looks into the room, Deanna can say hi. That one. Bonjour. Goes into, I don't know what you call this, the change room. You can see outside to our beautiful view of the wall next door and the refuse down below. And up to the little loft where Deanna is perusing Helene's library. Au revoir. The canal with the locks and the streets.
We finish our trip through the streets of Paris on the Funiculaire de Montmartre that goes up to the top of Montmartre, where we start on the Sacré-Cœur. There's 292 steps going to the top. It was a nightmare. You could see how many times I pause here to. You're lucky you're no sound because you'd hear me wheezing the whole time. I'll look back a couple of times and check on Deanna when we get up on the balconies. It was worth it at the end of it. There was just this amazing view of Paris from the top.
Bonjour Paris.
La Défense in the distance. Leaving Sacré-Cœur to discover the rest of Montmartre. and of the master of surrealism, Dali.
Why am I both?
You gotta love some of the Dali quotes. God is an artist just like me.
Later in the evening, we decided to take the bus all the way to Eiffel Tower to see it light up at night. And navigating pre-Olympics, change of schedules and routes for buses, we had to make some detour and walk a little bit.
Deanna says we had to walk a little bit. We had to walk a lot. But some of the views were just totally worth all the steps.
No, no, I have to.
Such a treat to head to the bakery first thing in the morning in Paris.
Unfortunately, the Notre Dame was still closed when we got there. The sign said that it would be reopened December 18th, 2024, so maybe we'll see it next year on our way back.
Approaching the end of its phase 2 and restoration, 100-meter high of scaffolding were installed to rebuild the spire. 2,000 oaks were used to rebuild the wooden frame. 2,000 statues and decorative features were restored or remade, like the gargoyles, and more than 1,000 craftsmen from all over France were involved.
Deanna really enjoyed watching the end of the train swiveling back and forth when we were going down it. I thought she was recording, so I gave her the finger. Our first trip out of Paris, going to Versailles. The train showed us a lot more of France than we'd seen before. The first residential areas that we saw that didn't look like just apartment buildings. This was more houses and smaller buildings as well.
After a lovely train ride from Paris, we took a stroll down to the castle, through the courtyards, the outer, then the Golden Gate, and the inner courtyard. Inside, we visited the state apartments, the king's and queen's private apartments, and the royal chapel.
Facendo, ha incasinato tutta la lista. Che cosa c'è? Dove dobbiamo andare?
There's only 357 mirrors in this hole. Do you think that's enough for everyone?
Comme ça
C'est pas grave, c'est pas grave.
This magnificent hall of 33 larger-than-life paintings on either side is almost twice as long as the Gallery of Mirrors. And with Napoleon crossing the Alps painting, we decided to conclude our visit to Versailles to escape the crowds.
For a second, then it adjusts. Goes straight up.
It's more straight, but it's not vertical. Yes, totally vertical. Monument with 2 kg compactors on the elevator.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's way higher. Way higher. Now I will close my eyes. Look up. Why?
This is how high the high dive is in the Olympics, Will.
Look. I hope it's not that bad. You can look up. No. But that was almost
Closest I'll ever get to heaven.
Devil's down there saying you're going the wrong way.
Possibly the smallest wax museum sits on the top of the Eiffel Tower, depicting Edison's visit to Eiffel. David on cloud 9 doesn't want to come down from the tower. The role of the Eiffel Tower evolved through the history of the telecommunication, from Wi-Fi transmission to radio and television broadcast.
Goal!
Here we are on the wee little tower. You can barely see France behind all the buildings. It's nuts. You can see all of Paris from up here. Here's the Arc de Triomphe. Seine. All these buildings, not a single modern house is to ever be seen anywhere. Maybe in the suburbs, but no.
Even from a triple as high as Eiffel, you can't even perform a wingsuit jump.
Everything is
Very
outside.
good. Very good. All I have is to point down and then I'll be really scared. My ear spot again.
We're at the Napoleon's tomb, the Hotel de Invalides, and big open square behind us, probably for all the parades. Poor Diana, getting twirled around. It's like we're dancing. Nice little view from the Hotel de Invalides. My French is awful.
Chop off your head. Napoleon's tomb sits beneath the Grand Dome of the Invalides, which is the Army Museum today. It used to be a hospital and a retirement house for the old soldiers. On that note, we conclude our first part in Paris. See you next